You're amazing. You're so strong. Always with a smile on your face. A hero in my eyes. Someone to look up to. You've done so well. Have you ever felt like there's only one thing you're known for? One thing that is your thing? For most of my childhood, my thing was music and acting. I was encouraged all my life with classes and performances. Everyone expected me to be a performer, or at the very least, perform part-time. It was the one area that I expected and accepted compliments. But now, all I see is cancer. Friends, family, even people I don't know define me on this illness I went through. I get told all the time, "You're amazing, you're so brave," or that I always have a smile on my face. The truth is, if I didn't smile, then I would cry. When I was first told about my cancer, my mother was with me. She burst into tears. I was in shock as I watched my mother bawl her eyes out, telling me she was sorry. When we got home, in the quiet of my room, I cried until I couldn't cry anymore. My sister came with wet eyes, and we hugged, barely saying a word, while my dad watched. Seeing the reactions of my family made me realize that I could have two ways of dealing with this. One would be to go into complete despair, to just curl up into a ball and shut the world out. And the other was concentrating on getting better and nothing else. I couldn't be squeamish and I couldn't be scared. I had to do everything I could to get better, even if it meant short-term pain. So, I smiled. Then everyone started to say, "You're amazing, you're strong." But in truth, I did all I could not to break into a million pieces. YouTube was one of those things. As I worked with people and made videos, I could have a sense of normality. Something I wouldn't have for a year. I surrounded myself with new friends from all over the world because I got so lonely, as all my real life friends were sick or busy or just too far away. I piled on work and projects. I started drawing to add something to my to-do list. My family got used to new weird foods as I took over the dinner sometimes on my good days. I was even, at one point, being a counselor for 5 different people at a time. Anything to hide from my own pain by dealing with others. It got to the point where I couldn't ignore it anymore. And I started crying for the first time in months. All of it just came crashing down. I'm not a hero. I'm not an inspiration. I'm just a girl. And there's more to me than this cancer. There's more to me than just singing, performing, or drawing. Cancer does more than simply multiply your cells in your body. It takes control of your entire life, from the inside out. I may never get away from it completely. I will always be defined by it by the people who know me now. And the fear of its return will scare me for a while. But over time, it should disappear. But know this, if I can give any advice to those friends or family members of young people with cancer, help them to have a sense of normality. Don't call them heroes or inspirations. Call them your friends. Yes, tell them they're doing great, but also say it's okay to be afraid. Surround them with love, but don't put them on a pedestal, because then you're just farther away from them, when what they need is to be as close as possible, to not have to feel like they have to live up to a hero standard. and for my fellow friends with cancer. It's okay. It's okay to feel scared. It's okay to feel overwhelmed and cry or be mad and want to punch something. It's okay. But also, it's okay to feel happy, to laugh or to joke. You have a right to live your life, even in the slightest ways. Look for the little joys. That can be eating your favorite foods, to going out with your friends. I know it's hard. It's so easy to put on a mask. It's so easy to say, "You're okay," and to keep smiling. But the amount of times I wanted to cuddle, but couldn't because I had to be strong, gave me one more step to breaking. Your feelings count. Don't hide them. You'll be able to walk down the path, and this time you won't be alone. As for me, I won't be defined by it, but I can use it to grow. As Dr. Wolf said, a life without struggle is a life without growth. And this time, the struggle won't be just me alone.